As a building assets manager, we came to the point where we had to renew the boilers at Splash Palace. They were two designed for coal boilers, but they're running on lignite, so their output was quite limited, and also lignite being very abrasive was wearing out the equipment quite rapidly. So we made the decision fairly early on to look at using wood chip boilers, because they would give us something that used renewable fuel source instead of coal, and would reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. The differences are that with wood we have very, very small amount of ash produced, something like a couple of kilograms a day, whereas with the lignite we had 15 or 20 kilograms of ash produced a day, and that needed a lot of operator maintenance to rake out the ash and rake. We've also got a lot of clinker. We had to rake out the clinker each day. The wood boiler has a greater capacity than the old boilers had, so we also can more easily maintain our water temperatures, and especially the shower water temperature, because that seemed to be the water supply that suffered first when the boilers were not quite up to full temperature. We also don't have the sulphur emissions that you have in the lignite that we're using, so we do get cleaner air around that part of the city. Mainly we wanted to use a renewable resource, and we wanted to avoid any future carbon taxes that might have come with using coal. If an accountant was looking at this in cold hard figures when we made the decision, we were expecting something like a $20 per tonne carbon tax. That would have made the wood chips slightly more cost effective. As it is, where we haven't really had any effective carbon tax applied for the last 5 years, currently the cost is probably slightly in excess of what we would be paying for with coal. So an accountant would probably say replace the boilers with coal boilers, but we've tried to look further into the future and gone the wood chips route. We think it's been the best choice for us, certainly for the future, and I would encourage other people that are looking at it to discount the short-term saving that they might get in lignite and look at the longer term and expect to get a better environment by reducing those greenhouse gases that they would otherwise be producing.
We ran two 750 kilowatt lignite boilers, so they were cleaned out daily, and every week we had 2 skip bins emptied full of ash waste. It was dangerous. We had to carry hot ash up steps in big metal buckets, sometimes on fire, so the health and safety risk was up there. The efficiency was only about 69% on the coal boilers, so we were exhausting about 350 degrees of heat, which is just a waste, and we had a lot of unburnt lignite or fuel in the boiler itself. Maintenance wise was quite up there. Augers needing to be replaced regularly, work on your retorts and that sort of stuff just wore out more often, and the tubes need to clean regularly, and also we started towards the end of their lives, the tubes started wearing out, so we had to get them replaced as well. Since we changed to wood chip in 2012, we go through a wheelie bin of ash a month, and we compost that, so there's no cost to remove it, whereas it was $15,000 per annum with the coal boiler, so there's a big cost savings there. It's cleaner, easier to deal with, it's more efficient. We're burning about 95% at the moment, and our exhaust temperatures are down to about 140, so a big difference from the coal. Maintenance wise, wood chip's not as harsh on the equipment and the boiler itself, so there's just routine maintenance, cleaning out the boiler, cleaning out your tubes as you would, just to keep the efficiency up there. General greasing of equipment, and motor and fan maintenance, so a lot less, so it's good.